Hi, my name's Sierra Nolan, and I am finishing my reflection for this course through a video and reflecting on my first video. It's crazy how far we've come. Based off the course, I've come up with 3 big main ideas for a good math program. So based off what I've learned, I've decided that first, you need multiple meaningful experiences. So we addressed math standards, a variety of different math standards, through hands-on activities with manipulatives. We did read-alouds, which I had not really explored until this course, math read-alouds, which are great. And we had to use virtual manipulatives, which is another thing I wasn't really, educated on because I have limited experience, but I love it. I think it's such a great thing. So to be able to keep progressing our knowledge as educators and tapping into these resources to provide a variety of different meaningful learning experiences, and that can be tailored to each child. Like, one child may really work really well with read-alouds, another might really learn through those virtual manipulatives or hands-on ones. So I think that's the first quality of a good math program that I came up with. The second one is to make connections to real life, apply it to real life situations, because we're trying to cultivate, these productive citizens ultimately, and for children to be able to apply their math into real life application once they leave, school. So, and we had a great article this week, Math and Global Citizenship. So it's basically it says here, the motivation for mathematical learning often hinges on application. Therefore, using real-life statistics is a great way to demonstrate the purpose of math to learners and to inspire them. So I just think that isn't tapped into enough in math programs, and I think it's actually a really important way. It helps kids make connections and apply it to real life situations. It's not just like a foreign math concept. Once you apply it to something real and physical, I feel like that helps learners. So, and I really liked, promoting a global citizen. And, you're learning so much. It's, integrating different types of knowledge. And I love integrated units. So I really liked this global citizen, aspect of it, because you're learning more than just math, but you are still applying it to mathematical concepts. So, global citizen is someone who has a sense of their own role as a world citizen, respects values of diversity, committed to social justice, works with others, responsible for their actions. All those types of things make a great global citizen, and we can tap into that resource through math. It's great. So, especially someone who doesn't even like math very much, I think it's a great thing, and I never viewed math that way, so I'm really excited that I was able to explore that kind of concept. And for the third one, I think it's super important to tailor math to the individual, which I think I mentioned before in my older video. People learn math, there's multiple ways to do math, so I don't see why, you shouldn't explore those different ways to do math that makes it easiest for the child to understand, because there's so many ways to do math. So I know that there's a Common Core type way of learning, but you can still tailor it to the individual. And I just think that's so important, because I was someone who didn't always understand what my teacher taught me right then, and then I'd go home and my mom would teach it maybe another way, and I understood that better, or I understood it better the way the teacher did it. So I just think it's important to tailor it to the individual, and that can connect also to another article using the 4 C's, which I think kind of gives a broad scope of what we're trying to do here with math. So it's critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. We can use that in math. So we discussed our Pinterest boards, and that really came into play, I think, with tailoring different ways to apply it to that individual. So if a child is more creative, then get creative with your math. Use hands-on manipulatives, use crafts to tap into that standard, and I just think that is super important. So basically, I still support the things that I said in my old video, so nothing really changed as far as my mindset on that. I support self-efficacy and self-concept to push for a growth mindset in math. I think it's so important. And as far as, how this whole experience is going to affect my teaching, I think my growth in knowledge over this course is only going to make my tool belt, bigger and grander. So basically it can only improve my teaching. It can only affect it positively because now I have more resources. I have a different view on math, like it broadened. So I really am glad I took it because math was something that I definitely struggled with and I was really nervous to teach. So I'm really excited. I feel like I can take it on much better. So thank you very much.